Welcome, everybody, to Mass Effect 3 Co-op in 2025. We are playing the good old Asari Adept on Firebase Tuchanka against Collectors. That's going to be fun. Already at a bit of a biotic disadvantage because of the Collectors' tendency, or their faction trait, not tendency. They negate biotic damage by 33%, which can be tough. But honestly, I should be pretty insulated since my build is a Stasis headshot pistol build with some biotics on the side, pretty much. We are playing Gold. Firebase Giant, excuse me. Planet is called Tuchanka. We are playing Gold here with a Drell Infiltrator, Mr. Fox, and Turian Sentinel, looks like. The MO is basically stasis and shoot anything infantry, with the occasional throw in there. Feel like this build's priority is the lieutenants of the faction, so Collector captains, Collector troopers. Making sure those guys are taken care of. I am squishy. I do have a cyclonic modulator. Thank you for the revive. Wow. Triple transformation. But I have no points in shields. So once my barriers go down, it can get tough. So I appreciate the revives there from the team. We now have a full squad. Armor targets, just helping with warp. Looks like we have a Valkyrie here, which is pretty cool. We should stick around her. We can throw both her warp and her barrier and make some detonations. It's a good Wave 3 objective, but now is when the Praetorians come out. Looks like it's going that way. So we're on the lookout for targets. Stasis is also great to leave targets for your team. Especially if you have any snipers. Plink away at the Praetorian. The arc pistol with appropriate ammunition. I think I have phasic ammunition on right now, but I honestly should have put on warp ammunition. It's good stuff. You have a pistol modulator, or pistol amplifier for more damage. Situations like that, you gotta be careful in open spaces. Alright. Good objective. Same girl. Alright, let's try to follow this last in. Get some biotics going. Synergizing in this game is always fun. It's the reason why I feel like it's still flavorful, fresh after many years. We always go for the revive. Always go for the revive. Stasis also a nice crowd control tool, even if you don't end up killing the target right away. Sorry, dodges, very good to get out of trouble. See, look right there. Save a guy from getting grabbed by the husk. I don't like fighting in this position a lot of the time. This part of the map, I mean. Oh. I had no shields. I should not have been out. Good team. Good team here. It's nice when you get some solid lads and lasses on gold. We'll just let that guy enjoy that stasis bubble there. Find our Asari buddy. There's a Praetorian. Now, you don't want to cast powers on a Praetorian until they've landed, so that they don't put up their bubble. Always go for the res. It's okay. That's not good. It's a tough place to be. It's alright, we still got you. See, this area is not very good for squishy characters, because you get a lot of fire from a lot of angles. Torian on the ground, no bubble. Warp to weaken, throw. Throw does work. It's a damage source too. So don't forget about that. The arc pistol, if you are not familiar, it is a charging weapon. You can hold it and charge it. You can shoot single shots, or you can charge and use 3 ammunition at once, but you get a more powerful burst. That's the usual fire mode that I use. Works well with stasis. Alright, you don't want to really crowd the guy doing the device. You want to draw aggro away. Looks like our Durrell is getting the... So we'll kind of stay over in this corner and try to intercept things that are coming his way. Always go for the res. Alright, we should go down this direction for this one. So our infiltrator is getting the objective, so we're going to draw the aggro of these big bads safely. Now, you love to see the Praetorians get stuck behind these Scions. It is convenient. Always go for the revive. We're gonna pop a shield. Ooh, that's a tough spot. That's alright, we got you, buddy. Missiles are to be used. Get off the cover, please. Oh, he got executed. That's sad. Revenge. Now we finished the objective. We drew enough attention away from the Durrell player for him to get those done on the quiet. So good play from him for sure. Because he was definitely all by himself for almost that entire time. So now we just do cleanup. 2 Praetorians. We know their patterns. We can deal with them pretty well. Now, laser beams, you need to take hard cover against. You can't just third person right-hand advantage it. You can with a lot of other attacks. You will still get hit. Damn, some good damage from them. We're just contributing weakening powers with our warp mainly. That's alright. It's a team game. Squad. Alright, wave 7. This should be the Scion and Abomination round. Or like stasis bait. Warp throw, good against Scions. Just gotta avoid grenades. That'd be so annoying. Stasis, always useful. Keeps those guys from getting too close and exploding. I believe up to 3 individuals can be stuck in the bubble at any time, but no more than that. It's definitely at least 2, but you can definitely, certainly use it to your advantage in jump points. I do have phaser grounds on this pistol. I definitely should have had warp rounds because of how much time I spent shooting at warp targets. Phaser rounds are nice to break through shields, but the orc pistol actually, because it's a burst fire, rather like a 3 rounds at once fire, and I don't actually think that shield breaking mechanics apply to it nearly as much as a single shot weapon, where phaser rounds really can be useful. If I was using the paladin, for instance, a big heavy single shot pistol, that's not good. Sorry, warp. Sorry, warp dodge saves the day again. Oh, that's tough. That's tough. We'll go over the build in detail at the end of the match. Thorian's on the ground. We can use powers on. So you use a power, you get a bubble. It's a damage reduction bubble. I believe of every kind.
Nice shot!
Death lasers definitely exist. Ooh, that guy came right around the corner. See hardcover? No damage. But you can't be doing damage while you're doing that. Warp throw is still good, even... Oh, that's not good. Missile for those guys. I will use a missile for a res and a heartbeat. Unless things are truly dire. This is not a very good place to be. We're going back upstairs. Low on ammo, we're gonna pop a ammo pack. You can't dodge them. You can certainly do that. I think I should just be throwing throws around, honestly. We have 2 characters who can use warp. The habit to cast warp, though, is just so ingrained. I still do it. So the debuff, I believe it does. I don't know if it's cumulative, or how intense it is when multiple teammates all cast warp at a single target. Ouch. We're gonna get that guy. We're gonna cover him. Ooh, he got... Ooh, they got so he is dead. He got sync killed by what? By Praetorian. dangerous to fight Dorians close range here, especially if you're a close range character. They will snatch you up. And that's going to be a bit of a pain to kill. I don't think he's over there. Needs to retreat to safety. It's all by himself on the other side of that wall. Ow, 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 ow. Oh, I'm glad I popped that when I did. That guy would have downed me for sure. Probably might still will. Oh, really bad aim. Really, really bad aim. We were not helping anybody at all there. That could be useful. I think that was 9? Should be 10 next.
Contact!
What do we got? Escort? Okay. 2 Praetorians. I'm using the missile launcher right. Oh, we had the same idea. That's not going to be pleasant over there. We're going inside? Alright, I'm out of missiles. Somebody else needs to use a missile on that. Oh! Thank you. Oh my god. Okay, this is actually going. Lemon, difficult, lemon, difficult.
Check fire!
Which way are we going? Down the ramp? Alright, we're making it. Oh, we threw it at the... We're our own enemy. I got the objective. Ouch. Nope. It's okay. First. Next. Rockets are fine. That means you're not sync killing somebody. Alright, we need to get away from there. Debuffs in. No powers when it's in the air. Oh, damn. Probably just DPS it down. No ammo. That's not good. Alright. Nicely done, everyone. Good play.
Go, go, go!
I like how everybody is on the same page to kind of stay away from the extraction. Usually that's what you want to do, counterintuitively enough, is hold the opposite end of the map for about a minute, half the time, or more. So that by the time you're ready to run to the evac, you're not getting flooded by waves and waves of enemies. I'm trying to hold down this area from spawning enemies since I have most of my team on that side of the map. And if I'm here, then they're less likely to spawn in this region. But our Valkyrie's doing Valkyrie things over there by herself, which is alright as long as she lives. I guess we should go help her. Yeah, okay. Oh no, she's What? You didn't want a meta gel? What's the big idea? Out maybe? I think she had gone used it too many times there, but that's alright. Alright, we should be okay. I'm gonna missile those guys. This guy's out of meta gel! No, he's not, thank god. Nice. Last minute snipe. Alright, 20 minutes. Pretty quick. For collectors, especially. Collectors are no joke. They can be no joke, especially when half of us were kind of biotic focused. Yeah, base guitar, he was rocking it. He did like a couple of objectives levels pretty much all by himself. 20 headshots, nice. Yeah, he was our DPS carry for sure. I feel like I only topped because of how many warps and throws I was slinging around. Stasis is too, that people were shooting enemies on. Alright, lower level. Maybe supply issues are a thing, but I'm going to step out and show off the build and my equipment. So, arc pistol. We have it fully upgraded. I like to run the heavy barrel because weapon weight, when you have just one pistol, it's not. I don't find it really matters that much in terms of keeping your powers up and going. Armor piercing mod, very nice especially for the arc pistol if you're using that. Keeps you from having to use armor piercing ammunition. The equipment I was running on that, I had a pistol lamp, we had a cyclonic modulator, I have quite a few 4s, and this is a squishy character, which I'll show you in a second. So that's a very useful piece of kit, especially on gold. Now I was running phasic rounds, but what I should have been using were warp rounds, because of the biotic damage bonus, and just the better damage bonus in general compared to only 15% for phasic rounds. Would have helped out with the arc pistol damage against the collectors that have been warped or stasised. Powers, we are 6, 6, 6, 6, and 0 in fitness, which is why the cyclonic modulator is very good. But we don't have anything in there. It's all in everything else. So we have a fully upgraded passive tree here, going for weight capacity, power, damage, and force. Headshots, because we use stasis a lot. And you're not really doing much damage with warp and throw anyway. Throw gets lucky sometimes, but weapon damage at the end. Weight, it's already decreased, honestly, in my opinion, enough by the 4th upgrade here that you don't need that additional damage decrease or weight decrease when you can just get a flat damage bonus, which is all around better. Throw. Pretty classic throw build for me. Impact radius, increased detonation damage, and then force damage. Recharge speed, it's so fast, doesn't matter. Recharge combo, again, not worthwhile. Force, I think depending on your build, you can build this to like stagger phantoms reliably with the throw, but you can just stasis them instead, and that just takes care of them. Warp is the damage and weakness build, so detonate here, increased detonation combos, expose, very good, increased damage taken from the team for the entire team from all sources. Pierce, warp, you're going to be thrown against armor and barriers anyway. It already has bonus damage against them, so just keep it up. Recharge speed, 2.9 seconds, 3 seconds, once you get into a rhythm. Lasting damage, warp doesn't do enough damage by itself to necessitate an increase in any way. You're going to be getting most of your warp damage by priming for warp ammunition or by just detonating it with throw. But honestly, the crown jewel of this particular build, the way that I play it, one of my favorite ways to play the Asari Adept is Stasis. The Stasis build being the most used power a lot of the time. So we have, you can pick either one here. It lasts quite a while. If you haven't killed whatever's in your bubble in almost 8 seconds, then they deserve to live, to fight a little bit longer. Stasis Strength helps you plunk away a little bit better, but you're usually going to be wanting to try to one-shot headshot your stasis targets most of the time. Recharge speed, this is an instance where recharge speed is useful, getting it down closer to 3 seconds. Keeps it in line with how much time it usually takes to cast warp, and just kind of helps the flow of your power cycling. Bonus power, I've never really considered here. 30% chance is not nearly reliable enough to miss out on an always 35% chance recharge, in my opinion. If it was 70% or something like that, maybe a different consideration. Now, bubble versus vulnerability. I love bubble. If you're putting 6 points into, if you're going putting 6 ranks into stasis, going bubble, I believe, is the definite way. Just larger surface area of bubble, of power effect to capture targets. You can use it to hold choke points. You can use it for crowd control. Keep two or three infantry enemies, mob enemies, just frozen while your team does damage to bigger targets, something like that. Vulnerability. The things that you're able to stasis should die without needing to have a 50% increase in damage if you're doing your build correctly. And hitting your targets, of course, with what you're shooting. Now, kind of the, I don't want to say economy version, but the more survivable version of this build, if you still want stasis, but you're not going to be using it as much to want the bubble, but you still want the utility of having a single target stasis, because this is what allows it, the bubble upgrade, to have to hold multiple targets. Otherwise, it's just a single one. So useful to keep phantoms or husks, but only one at a time occupied. But if you want to take away rank 5 and 6 in stasis, then you have enough points for up to rank 4 in durability, which does help with survivability with these squishier adept characters. Warp and throw, biotic damage explosion. Biotic explosion damage is also, it scales by how many ranks levels you put into the actual powers themselves, so you do want to keep these all the way upgraded. You could take away from weapon damage, headshots, and put those points into fitness if you wanted to as well. You're just going to be doing less damage and may not one-shot headshot as many stasis targets as reliably if you're running that kind of build. But that's the character. I've named her. Just a name I thought of a little while ago. Some purple skin, nice teal uniform. My headcanon is that she is the kind of the leader of the Asari commando contingent in this game. It's kind of represented throughout the different classes here. But yeah, thanks for watching. If you have watched all the way this far, fun to play. Still in 2025, Mass Effect 3. Maybe next time we will do some, stick with the Asari Adept, but move over to the Justicar, which is another interesting class and kit with a Reeve pull biotic combination. and a cool cool biotic sphere that weakens enemies. But we'll see. Catch you in the next one. Thank you for watching. This is Waffles out.